Send chariots or fortresses, yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends, run it up. Say that with my chest, run it up. No, I will not bend, run it up. Gang time in it, gang time. I don't follow trends, say that with my chest. No, I will not bend, gang time. Run it up, 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 run it up.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
One of the tight ends in motion left. First down, they go right back to Pierce. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Back to 60, alert, alert.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
The Titans need to get in the gym.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Bronco switch! Bronco switch!
They'll try to run with Pierce. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 25. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny thing.
The Titans need to get in the gym.
So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Eagles! 60 Eagles!
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Here we go,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do. And this is caught inside the 5. That's a Titans touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
ATL hold.
Old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
19 right. Mustang 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 15.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Texans.
Josh Palmer.
His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Offside eyes.
Offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. In motion, the tight end. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Boy, what an incredible way to end the half. A chance for a late three, but instead it turns into 6 points the other direction.
And how about the team that got the 6 points going in the other direction? They were thinking, I don't know if I even want to go into the locker room at the half. Head coach going to be upset. Instead, got to feel pretty good.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
3rd down, it's Willis. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. When you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Josh Palmer
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Two tugs and y'all said bad trade at Zucchi.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Willis. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught by McMahon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Stretch the eagle, stretch the eagle. 19, 18.
4th down, Willis. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. It really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Ball up to the 45 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Herb Smith Jr., 35 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the 4th quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
18 Cardinals.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
On the jump. Fix the evil. Dragon 50.
He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry running right. Oh, he's got a little down. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra points. Will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Watch, he throws a pick this drive trying to rush.
Across the 35.
19 target. After 50.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
It's what you call that, so what?
Going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got...
What I said, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence.
Dan Henry on the side, run mad crazy.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
GG.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Titans, their winning ways continue.
GG.
Get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.